Hi, folks. How are we doing tonight? Island Stew here coming to you. All right, just wait just a few seconds. We're almost at the top of the hour and we will take right off and get going for week 5 here, folks. Um, just making sure everything's going. I believe we are recording and everything should be all set. So I see we are at 7 o'clock. So let's get rolling, folks. So, folks, welcome to Home Business Freedom. I'm Smiling Stu Southern. I'd like to welcome you to week 5 of the Home Business Workshop this evening. So let's get right to it. Let's get a screen share going for you here. And everything should be getting shared right now. There we go. All right, we are getting shared over there, and we should be getting everything going. Yep, there we go. Okay, so, okay, let me get the last thing that I need is the presentation to come up. There we go. And let's go to widescreen. And there, folks. Okay, so welcome to Home Business Workshop Week 5. Let's see what we got in store this evening for you. All right, well, tonight's agenda, we're going to be talking about lead magnets and how to deliver them. We already talked about what a lead magnet was the other week, but this is going to be how you deliver a lead magnet once somebody shows an interest in it. What types of traffic you want to use to start driving and off magnets. I'm going to show you a links page, which is something you can do inside the funnel builder, which I strongly recommend for you. And then also I'm going to show you real quick how you can do a personal web page. I'm going to show you where the trainings are for all these things. And then homework is just going to be playing catch up and making sure you are up to where we are. And if you're not, the key thing is going to be to get a hold of me. You're going to have to, so many people quit in this business because they just won't even ask a question. And I'm here to answer. So let's talk about lead magnet delivery. Okay, well, first of all, you want to be able to, how are you going to deliver an e-magnet or lead magnet? Well, I mean, typically a lead magnet is something like a video or, maybe it's a training or something of that nature. So how are you going to deliver that? Well, a training, you can actually set up a training course inside the funnel builder. We have the ability to do your own courses. So you can actually offer a little mini course inside the funnel builder, and then all you have to do is deliver a link to them, which you would do either through an email with a link attached, or you could also do a PDF. Okay, so once you do a PDF, you can actually upload that and have it live in the funnel builder. And then once somebody goes through the funnel and does purchase, the funnel builder will automatically send them that PDF with links or whatever you need in there. The other option, of course, email. You can deliver just about any kind of a document also through Google Docs just by making it a shareable doc and sending a link. And then we also have for actual hard goods a store. So I'm going to actually really take you out here real quick and show you in the funnel builder where this is at. So up here, you're in the builder right now, but if you click here, there's the store. Okay, so that's where you can actually sell any kind of products. So you can actually upload products here. And product might be a digital product like a PDF. It's hanging up on me there. Takes a little more memory when you're also streaming at the same time. And that tends to hold things up a little bit. But anyway, I don't have any products loaded in there at the moment. You also can run subscriptions through there if you're running a subscription, like a group that you have a subscription through. There's just a lot of things you can do within this funnel builder. But the main thing we were talking about is what you do with your PDFs and how you deliver them. So you do that through here. You also have a contact manager in here, which we may not have touched on. So anyone that's come through any of your things is going to be in there on top of the fact that you're hooking it up to your email autoresponder. And any appointments, if you use the scheduler, this is where your appointments will show up. So all that's built into the funnel builder too. We barely even scratched the surface of that, but the scheduler, all your appointments will show up here. Anyway, so that's that. I wanted to just show you that real quick, and let me get back to the presentation there. Okay, so then the next talk about tonight is types of traffic. So what type of traffic is right for you? Well, you've got a lot of different options out there. And I was actually just at a mastermind today, and we were actually talking about it today, that the important thing is to pick one. Don't try and think that you've got to do all these different kinds of traffic that it's showing you over here. Pick Facebook, pick YouTube, pick something like that. Now, I've got some presence on, but I really only focus on one, and that's Facebook. Okay. And I'll kind of explain that to you here as we go. And then you have a couple of types of traffic. You have the paid traffic, where you're doing solo ads. Facebook and YouTube can also have ads on them if you would like to place an ad. Obviously, you can do expensive ads like TV. I know there's one guy who runs a shop on Facebook lives that he does, and he actually advertises it on local television. Radio, of course, is another option. People, I guess, still listen to radio to some degree. And then, there's organic. Now, organic is what I do, and really what most folks should do, especially when they're starting out, because they don't have a lot of money to invest in ads. And ads are not guaranteed. I mean, there's a lot of trickiness to placing them right. Where to go for your ads if you're talking about things like solo ads. And there's some trainings in the group for that, and I'll show you where those are here in just a second. Then the other option, of course, is organic, which is like YouTube, Facebook groups. You can run a page, although those are kind of really more for if you have an actual business location type business. TikTok is now picking up, so that's another place you can go for organic. There's still Instagram, Pinterest. I know somebody who does very well on LinkedIn. So that's not a platform I'm particularly familiar with, but she's doing very well on it. Another person in my mastermind group. And again, see, I'm in a mastermind group with about a dozen people, and those people all have a different thing that they're doing. They're not all doing the same kind of traffic, same kind of methodology of doing things. They have different things that they focus on. Just depends on who you're talking to and what their thing is. One very much specializes in Canva and what you can do with that. I'm functional in Canva, but I'm not an expert. So that's your traffic sources. Let me just again take you out of here and real quick peek at where the trainings would be for that. So you've got things like, first of all, we talked about Facebook, and then we talked about earlier how to optimize your Facebook page. So I hope you've all done that at this point. Then the next thing I talked about was YouTube. Okay, there's my YouTube channel. Now, again, I focus on Facebook. I have a YouTube channel. The only thing I have done to the YouTube channel is I made it look pretty. I made a banner for it, and I made it professional looking. You'll note I only have 5 subscribers. That's because I don't promote it. I don't do anything with it. Outside of the fact that on my lives, I usually tell people, hey, if you like and subscribe. That's about as far as I go with YouTube. None of these videos have been SEO, optimized or anything. They're really just a storage place for me to upload my videos and move on. So again, pick one. My one is Facebook, but I have to store my videos somewhere too. So those are over in YouTube. And the other thing I would show you is where the trainings are for all these. Well, let's real quick first look at the Funnel Builder Academy. Okay. So in the Funnel Builder Academy, we had some things we talked about there. But optimization of URL redirects are in there. We talked about how to do the links page is in there. And also, if I can find it, how to, oh, it just went away on me. Hang on, folks. Boom, boom. If you're not careful and get out of the lines in this, it'll disappear on you. Widget, creating easy graphics down here towards the bottom. Building a traditional looking site right there. And I followed that and created my page. So, and I'll show you the links page and that real quick. And I'm going to show you in the builder, where you would find those in the builder. So here's my links page. I actually just finished it up. And so, it looks pretty good. And I don't know if you guys have seen the link trees that a lot of people are using out there right now. But that's a really common thing. You don't need to pay money or, have their advertising on your page where you're trying to brand yourself. You can create it yourself in the funnel builder. And I mean, it looks like a pretty sharp page, right? And I can even show you how it'll look. Well, I can't show you in here what it'll look like on phone. I have to be in the builder for that. But I think it turned out a pretty sharp looking page. And you think, oh my gosh, that took me, hours and hours to build. No, I did it in just a few hours. And it's all done with the template. So let's go over here to the builder. Let me get back in the builder for you. And it's this simple. Let me get down here. I'll show you right there is the link page we were looking at. Okay, and I'm going to now show you the template I used to build it, because it really is just that simple. You change a picture, you change some headings in there, and that's really it. So you go in here, and in the funnel builder, they've got all kinds of templates for just about anything you need. So these are some really cool templates that were done by Amy Starr Allen. And you can see we've got a number of different choices of how you might want to go and what you might want it to look like. I actually used this one right here. So you can see, and the only thing I really did was I rounded the ends of the buttons, which is a pretty simple process. And I changed it to, I put my logo there instead of where it says Amy. And other than that, everything up at the top is the same. I changed the background from that wooded background to a little different wooden background. And I put my picture over here instead of hers. And I changed around the forms a little bit and put them over here because once you add a few more buttons and add some more documentation, kind of stretches things out, and I wanted it to be a little more uniform. So that's where you end up with this. But again, very easy to do. I just changed this wooden background. I got that on Canva for free. Used my logo instead of it saying Stu or Amy. Then I changed out what these buttons were and where they pointed. That was it. Very simple. Oh yeah, and then just aesthetically, I wanted to round my buttons, so I just went in and told the buttons to round. Also did something kind of cool. I went through and put these little icons in there. Those are available for anybody. That probably added 5 minutes to the job. Anyway, so it's really simple to do these things. The footer I actually have built from when I built my main website, which is this one right here. And you'll see down here at the bottom, there's that same footer. And it's what we call a global footer. If it's something you're going to have on every one of the sites you build, you save it and you can just pop it in there in 2 seconds. So it's really just that simple to do these things with the builder if you haven't done them already or anything of that already. So anyway, let me get back to Canva for you here. Actually, I use Canva to do presentations. It's a beautiful tool for that. I like it far better than like a PowerPoint because you can really drag and drop anything in here. Also, they have pictures and things available for you that you can just grab. So anyway, so we were talking about the links pages and the personal page there. So that's really the big gist of this week. It's not going to be a really, really long week this week. The main thing I'm after is for you to have that success is a state of mind. If you want success, start thinking yourself as a success. And that's a quote by Napoleon. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to pop back real quick into here because what I didn't show you training wise that I wanted to was to go into premium, because we also talked about solo ads and all that. So here's free traffic strategies right here. Now, this is in premium. This is in the traffic and conversion portion, not in the funnel builder portion. So it's in your premium. But if you go back there, yeah, they've got free leads with Facebook, launching your business, 3 irresistible invitations, nourishing the speed by following up, all kinds of great things for using Facebook, free Facebook ad method. There's also Facebook Live University. Also, there are things on YouTube ranking. So if you want to use a YouTube strategy, that's in there as well. If you're going to use podcasting, that's another strategy. We didn't even talk about that. Here we have LinkedIn recruiting mastery. So as I told you, we've got somebody in our company that's doing very well with LinkedIn. Not something I'm as familiar with. I never placed a lot of faith on, I guess I never really interacted on LinkedIn. I set up a page for business purposes, and that's the only reason I ever had it. So blogging, private blog network, 5-day challenge launches. And then you get into the paid traffic like we were talking about, which is right here. The paid stuff would be like text message leads, profits 101. So if you want to use like an SMS text messenger, there's a whole method of using that, but that's a paid system because you've got to get the leads and you've got to get the texting system and all of that. YouTube automation, faceless channels. Well, yeah, again, you can do faceless channels on YouTube, but there's some cost to placing ads on those. Solo ad training. Again, if you're going to do solo ads, you really want to know what you're doing. Don't just buy, people will get into your inbox real quick and they'll offer you solo ads. Don't just buy those. You need to know what you're buying with solo ads. Facebook ads, again, that's another paid source. There's a couple ways to do that. There's now a way in professional mode, you can do it on your personal page with some very small amounts of money just to boost posts, which is an option. I have played with that very little, not enough to give you any advice on it. And then an email promo conversion code. So that's another option there. So, there's a whole lot of ways to get traffic. And so I just want you to really get focused on those. So again, the biggest point of what I want to focus on for this week, and what have I forgotten there? Again, the biggest points of what I want you to focus on this week is working on where you're going to get your traffic. If you haven't gotten anything set up yet on your funnel, I want you to make sure and get that accomplished because, we've got to get you past that point. That's the starting point where once you get over that first little hurdle, everything else becomes simple. Once you've learned how to set up that first funnel, setting up this links page becomes very easy. So if you're hung up on any of this, I know you've been getting a lot of information over the last few weeks, but I just want you to get in touch with me and let me know if you're still having any issues whatsoever, and just let me know how things are going. Again, success is fine. If you want success, start thinking of yourself as a success because you all have the potential in you. You just have to get your mindset there, start thinking of yourself as a success, and focus and take action and get these things done. So, folks, that's what I've got for you this evening. It's a shorter night than most. Now, night 6, our final night's going to be a little longer, and we're going to be talking about AI for night 6. So, everything's AI right now. And so we're going to show you a little bit about some of what you can do with AI. It's vast. It's a really big topic. And so we're going to talk about a few of the things that are coming. And, we're going to talk about the good and the bad of AI because there's some negative things of AI that need to be considered. So anyway, folks, that's what we got for you tonight. Let me get rid of this screen share. All right. Well, anyway, thank you for being with us for week 5. We'll see you next week for week 6. Make sure you smile at everyone you see between now and then. Take care, folks. Smile and Stew out. Have a great evening now.